axes are really cool because my foundation, the Guy Fieri Foundation, our whole thing is about first responders, active military veterans. So that could be a really cool thing. Get a couple of those made and use for auctions.
Come on, puppy. You rented it off? Good grief. Hey! Welcome to the Humboldt Axe YouTube channel. I'm Doc, and this time I'm making a couple of fireman's axes to be auctioned off for the Guy Fieri Foundation. You know, I got to meet Guy. I got to hand deliver his axe. What a great person he is. He really spent a little bit of time, and I really appreciate that. And I think our Humboldt community also appreciates Guy always coming back and lifting up our Humboldt community. But during that conversation, he had mentioned it would be cool to get a couple fireman's axes to kind of honor our first responders, and I said of course I could. So that's what this axe build is going to be about. I'm going to do 2 of them, and I'm going to send them down to the Guy Fieri Foundation to be auctioned off. So stay tuned, hang with me, and let's get to it. Come on, puppy. All right. Well, I've got a couple nice heads. You know, I got to meet Guy Fieri, man. What a cool dude. And I built a pretty wicked axe for him, you know, and I had the opportunity to hand deliver it to him, which is a really cool experience. But during that conversation, which was a few minutes, you know, the fact that he takes some time, and I really appreciate him. What a good person he is. But he mentioned the Guy Fieri Foundation, and he talked a little bit about it when he was kind of talking to the group. And it's all for the first responders, and he's dedicated a lot of his time in running the foundation. And he mentioned during that brief conversation I had with him, if I could build a couple of fireman axes to be auctioned for his foundation. I said, of course I could. I love doing stuff like this. I have uncles that were firemen. My uncle Charlie retired from the Menlo Park Fire Department as a fire captain, you know, down in the Bay Area. And my uncle Philo also retired from Menlo Park Fire Department or the district there, as a battalion chief. My uncle Charlie's son Jack is fire as well, and my uncle Philo's son Matt is also fire. And so this video is really dedicated to all the people that serve as first responders. But I'm going to do 2. Let me kind of bring you in here, and I'll show you what we got working out here. Something like that, I guess. I've got an old Kelly bit. I've been saving it, you know. I don't know how old this one's got some killer pitting, and it's a true temper Kelly. I'd probably, I don't know, 1950s or 60s, probably in that range if I had to guess. It's in pretty good shape too. And I've got a smaller one. These are both service heads, both of these. This one's a little bit smaller. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Kelly on a 36, and I'm going to put this USA stamp one. Man, these are in good shape too. I'm going to put it on a 32-inch handle. And then I'm going to make a couple of displays. When I did my Uncle Charlie's axe, I'll put links to the video. I'm going to follow that sort of same routine. I'll do them in red handles. I'll see about the wraps. I normally do all my axes in like a red wrap. Not all of them, but most of them. But I've got a pewter wrap, and I may do this one just a little bit different. I don't know. We'll see as I get there. You know, a lot of these axe designs that I put together for folks, I try to think of the person and what they do and what they represent and all that sort of stuff when I sort of kind of cater them. But normally I do the emerald green handles with red wraps because, you know, it kind of represents Humboldt in my mind with our redwoods and the emerald triangle and all that. But for the fireman axes, I try to just stay true and keep them all red. So that's what this build's going to be. What I need to do is get these things weighed real quick. So let me grab my scale. All right. Let's see here. Hopefully you can see that. £5, 4.5 ounces. Let's see what this one's at here. It's a little bit heavier, I think. Yep, 5 pounds, 11.7 ounces. So put an edge on them and get the haft done. I shouldn't have to do too much work, I don't think. It's a 36-inch. Yeah, it shouldn't take me too long. It's got a lot of lacquer on it, and I scrape off. Man, I swear we've got bees everywhere. I'll scrape off all the lacquer. You know, I'll leave it on there till I go to burn them, but this one shouldn't be too bad either. So the hafting process. Oh yeah, oh, I love it. I usually do a lot of work with the draw knife when I fit these heads, but this one's going to be good. I'll take them all the way down to the shoulder, you know, but first thing I'm going to do is clean up the edge. I'm going to leave all that patina on there. You know, I'll clean it up a little bit. I do like leaving the patina on all these. And that's what I'm going to do, but I'll put a nice edge on it. So let me go ahead and get that started here. All right, let me get this other one done here. Edge too. I'm gonna have to make sure I knock that edge off. All right. Get the haft in here. These are gonna come out awesome. That one too, man, I swear. Well, takes a while, but I normally edit through the process just because it takes so long. Just a lot of whittling, you know. But you could do it with a sander. I just prefer a draw knife. My dad just he loved working with wood, you know, because you can make mistakes and fix it. But you know. He used to tell me, why do something half-assed when you can do it whole-assed? My dad was old school, so anyway. All right, well, get these things gripped. Yeah. I just scrape off all the lacquer with a draw knife, you know? Otherwise it gums up my belts, but I'm gonna take this down a little bit. All right. Those are ready for a burn. Yeah. Sweet. Let that sit up. All right, man. Came out cool. I put the fire shield on the end of it. Man, I like the color of this one too. I also engraved the fire shield on the head. I don't know if you can see it, but all right. I'm gonna get these things set, so I'm gonna prep these handles and bang the wedge in. Hammer it home here. Took most of it. All right. Let these set up. Get the wraps on. All right, well, I'm gonna let those set up. I'm gonna start doing the displays here. It'll work. I'll get it all burnt, you know, and I'll scrape it off. Should be sweet. Alright. A couple of properly scorched pieces of wood here. Okay, see what we're working with. Man, get you. Yeah. Get it, puppy. Get it, puppy. Get it, puppy. Get it, puppy. What's up? You don't know what that is. Yeah. Get out of here. Get out of here. What is it? That your choice? Yeah. Sweet. All right. All right. Let me get back on these axes and get these cleaned up. Get the wraps on them and seal them up, man. I'm just about done here, so. All right, get the wraps on them. All right. All right. Let these sit up. And whoop. Up. I'm gonna let them sit up, and anything left I gotta do is, I'm getting tired, but the only thing I got left to do is seal them up, clean up the bits, and they'll be good to go, man. That. Something like that. All right. Okay. Final one here. Man, it's tight. That's good. All right. All right. Good. You know? you know, put a lot of hard work in here. Might as well take ownership of it. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Give it a dust off. Wow. Well, that's it, man. Man, that came out nice. Wow. See if I can get them both on here without any mishaps. Okay. Well, I don't know if that's gonna work. Well, they fit and they didn't take a dump, man. Look at that. Man, that came out nice. I like the black wrap on there, the ebony wrap. Got a little write-up on there, the history of the fireman's axe, a little bit of this Kelly head, this Kelly standard head. I'd like this inlay sticks out more than the others just because of the fireman's shield. I got the other one down there too, and the fireman's shield here on the head. Man, that's cool. This is the same kind of an inlay here. I just didn't. I put the red back on there because it's heartwood. This is more of sapwood, so it came out a little bit lighter. But anyway, cool, man. Well, these are. These are. I'm donating these to the Guy Fieri Foundation. I've mentioned that, and so I'm going to reach back out to them and let them know they're done. I've already let them know they're coming. And I work a lot, so it took me a little bit longer to finish these up, but I really enjoy doing this. Again, and I'm donating them to the foundation to be auctioned off to raise money for the Guy Fieri Foundation and the first responders. So I'm really proud of these. I'm going to make a few more of these, so there'll be more videos coming. So, well, thank you so much for watching. You know, my family and I, we greatly appreciate it. Please be sure you subscribe down below. And from my family to yours, celebrate others, respect yourself, because love is powerful, man. And we'll see you on the next one. And I'm really proud of these, man. Man, they came out cool. All right.